Hey you. Today, I want to speak into something we're all feeling, even if we rarely say it out loud, the uncertainty of being. We wake up to headlines that blur into each other. We scroll through chaos, framed in clean fonts. We hear words like instability, crisis, conflict, inflation, not as dramatic events, but as background noise. It's not panic, it's something quieter, something slower. It's the feeling of being slightly unmoored, like we're floating but not flying, moving but not arriving. And in that drift, we start to ask, who am I becoming, and what does peace even look like in a world that won't sit still? The slow erosion of identity, Milan Kundera's The Unbearable Lightness of Being, begins with a paradox. The idea that if everything only happens once, then life is light, unbearably so. And that's the question, isn't it? If nothing is permanent, if the world keeps shifting, does anything really matter? We try to anchor ourselves in identities, careers, relationships, beliefs, but the ground beneath us keeps changing. Technology, politics, even language evolves faster than we can. And somewhere in that speed, we start performing peace rather than living it. We say we're fine. We optimize our routines. We meditate while secretly checking the clock. We buy books on stillness, but speed through them. Peace becomes another product, another status symbol, something we perform online but rarely feel in our bodies. But deep down, we feel the erosion, the fatigue, the soft panic of losing shape. Who are we when the mirrors stop reflecting back who we used to be? Peace in motion, not in stillness. In Kundera's novel, the characters aren't anchored, they're adrift. Tomas searches for freedom, Teresa searches for meaning, Sabina escapes into art. And yet, all of them are trying to answer the same unspoken question. How do I remain myself when the world doesn't let me stay still? Maybe peace doesn't come from holding still. Maybe it comes from moving with intention. Even when the map is unclear, peace is not the absence of noise. It's the decision to pause inside the noise. It's found in tiny acts. Choosing curiosity over control, letting silence be a full sentence, saying I don't know without shame. We often confuse peace with clarity, but real peace can exist inside confusion. It can live in ambiguity if we allow it. And this leads us to ask, can we hold the idea of home as a place, or is home wherever we find peace? Is home made of walls, or is it made of moments that soften us? Because sometimes what we're really saying is, come home, lost bird. Come back to where you belong, even if that place is within yourself. Identity as a river, not a monument. Who are you really? Not your job title, not your productivity, not your social media bio. Kundera reminds us that identity is not fixed. It's shaped by contradictions, by memory, by what we carry and what we release. You are not one thing. You never were. You are the riverbed and the flood, the voice and the silence, the version of yourself that failed and the version that forgave. So what if we stopped trying to find ourselves and started noticing who we are right now? What if we stopped waiting for the world to settle and instead carried peace like a candle in a storm, not to control the weather, but to remember the light, what we want in the end? In a world obsessed with progress, we rarely ask, what do I want to feel? We chase success, certainty, control. But underneath all that, most of us are searching for something much simpler. A place to rest, a self we don't have to perform, a life where presence matters more than perfection. Maybe peace isn't a location, but a pattern, a promise we make to ourselves. I will not abandon who I am, even when I don't recognize where I am. The world is uncertain. The map keeps changing, but you are allowed to move gently. You are allowed to carry your identity like breath, not carved in stone, but alive, moving, human. Let the noise rush around you. Let the headlines flash. Let the fear rise and fall like a passing wave. And in the middle of all of it, come home to yourself. Because in the end, that's all we're really looking for. Not to escape the unknown, but to belong inside it. Until next time, stay soft, stay rooted, and stay in motion.